You've got to laugh. These old boys think they're going to pick up the decking and plonk it on the front of a CVRT. It don't work like that. It don't work. It's heavy. It's hard. And talking of a laugh, look at this. This is the Land Rover we've been working on that was a bit rough when it came up. And now it's looking pristine and beautiful. Only the difference is, can you spot the difference? It's looking very deep bronze green, River over my special reserve paint. I could be wrong, but I never am. Now apparently the glass has been done, so any of you people out there, this is the glass we have made at massive money, and now we've got a company reckon they can recondition the glass and put a new layer of bulletproof polycarbonate on the inside of the armoured glass, and it's all done, and I'm going to pick it up right now, and I'm going to take 10 more units with me for them to do them, and we're going to do a kind of an exchange thing. So if you've got panels of glass for a Snatch Land Rover that aren't armoured and you'd like them armoured, we can do an exchange. But when you bring us your glass panel, make sure you haven't cracked it getting it out, because that ain't so good. When it comes to a crack, don't worry. No, I'm going to use it. Yeah, no, don't get it in there. It's not ideal, but we're going to be desperate. Eventually we'll be desperate. And we can always sell them as spares with the vehicle.
Well, the way I know is I can get the glass up, I don't know, without any damage. Yeah. We have a new way of doing it. So.
That's right. So we won't be cracking any more. And anyone who's got one of these and you bring it in, it's got a little crack, we can probably use it, but it'll only go as a reserve one. We won't fit it in a vehicle. But when a vehicle goes to Ukraine, we're going to try and give them a spare set in the back.
And if anyone's got spare frames...
Yeah, spare frames as well. One or two of them have been a bit buggered. But yes, it's all coming along. Hopefully the workshop will be completely empty by today, and we'll have some dry vehicles in here for our weekend and night shift to be cracking on with. Come on, Dylan, for God's sake. Look at that, young and fit. You'd think he'd be sprinting backwards and forwards. Tom's way faster.
Do you know that Dylan has got his first car?
Dylan's got his first car.
And it's a 4x4.
Hey, I've got a penknife in my pocket. We should have saved for Robert. Another one in, and it's running very nicely. Now, I'm not sure where this came from. I can't really remember. Number 13, and we've got to do 14 for this particular order.
One more.
We might need a headlight. Yeah, looks like some sort of side blocks.
Yeah.
But all in all, it's got potential. Now I think we're going to power wash it first. If you don't power wash it, you can't rub them down, because any dirt of that sticks in your sandpaper. So it does really need the big power wash. Road wheels look okay, certainly drove okay. Yes, big power wash and a headlight. I've got a headlight. Only one smoke discharger. How strange. I bet there's someone who remembers that number. Probably went into service in it. It's going to look like. Double poo, all polished up and looking nice. Good bit of paint. Now, what's going on in here? So they've swapped that one with the shiny green paint on it. And now, we've got this one. And this looks a very, very nice vehicle. One thing they don't want in Ukraine is this curtain that goes between the driver. All right, Dylan. Now, you're not undoing them things, you're just cutting them off, aren't you?
Yes.
Just snip them off, pair of scissors or something like that. Yeah. Now, it's very rare these curtains are left in the snatches, and when we do, people fall over themselves to buy them. And I'll tell you what, that is a beauty. It is a beauty. You don't get cleaner than that. Now, first thing off is the Macrolite protective bulletproof screen. I don't know just how bulletproof it is. Are we going to spray the Barracuda? Yeah. We're going to spray the Barracuda because it's on there for a reason. We don't quite know what the reason is, but I think it's silly to take it off.
It's a heat signature.
Plus the fact I've got 12 sets I've been trying to sell and I can't give it away.
So it's buy one, get one free.
Oh, are you getting some goldfish?
Yeah.
Oh, there's a castle. Oh, there's a castle. Now, its spotlight's missing, but luckily there's a new one in it. Look at that tyre, brand new tyre, brand new bull bar.
And here's new parts, so we're going to use
Oh, now there is a bloke. I shall only mention his name as Dave at the moment. We will expose him more later. We bought the Snatch and it was supposed to come with £2,000 worth of parts, loads of spares and bits and pieces. And unfortunately, the spares have still not arrived. And I'm getting a bit disappointed. And one way or another, I think we're going to have to shame him on the internet because we're not happy about it. And he lied. He lied and he cheated. And we've had about 3 people do this to us. And I think it's time we started exposing them. So as other people in the military vehicle world, or just the world, can know just what kind of a lowlife they are. Because if someone says there's a load of spares coming with a vehicle, and then he don't deliver, as far as I'm concerned, that's theft. But this one's a nice one. We like this a lot. Funny how these bits here are rusted.
Yeah.
They were probably made in the same day with some steel that had been left outside for a little while, and when they made it and then they coated it, it never really was any good.
Brand spanky new bull bar.
Yeah, the rest of the vehicle doesn't seem to be suffering from corrosion.
Just those 2 spots, the rest
Yeah,
is good.
just those 2. It's a bit like buying a Triumph Stag that was made in 1976. It's gonna rust.
Bought it in 77, it was fine.
Yeah, or older, it was fine.
Yeah.
It was Polish steel, and they all come over on a boat, probably as deck cargo, and after it had salt water blown all over it, they then stamped it out, made the panels and made the car. And you wonder why your arse was dragging out of the bottom of it about 8 years later. If you're buying a Stag, don't buy a 76. 72, be a much better one. Still no progress whatsoever on the Kettlegrad. Do we care? Well, mildly. It's just sitting there, resting, not rusting. And we'll find them little bits. But if you are German and you've got one in your shed or bits and pieces, point me in the right direction. I need the fan for the radiator and a radiator cap. And an ignition switch. That's about it, really. Absolutely no progress on the scimitar just here. I have a cunning plan for it, but we're not in a great rush. And as for the glass, the armoured glass, I took another dozen bits down to the glass shop to pick up the other ones, and guess what? First of all, they got sent the wrong polycarbonate, and then they got sent the wrong resin. So all in all, although they assured me it was ready to pick up, they haven't even got the resin yet. Bloody hell. Oh, look at Dylan, he's putting my Christmas present together. You've got to love him, haven't you? And we've got Tom, king of the power wash at the moment. He's not just power washing the mud off, he's power washing all the paint off. And that is the way to go. Power wash it to death. Then let it dry for a couple of days. And the Land Rover, I've only been in it, so I didn't think it had a single dent on it. But when I looked more closely, there were imperfections. I've still got to do the sill down there, and a little tiny dent on the corner, so it's near to the corner. And apart from that, there's just tiny little dents on it, a bit like someone's been playing paintball. Sorry, soft air. A little dinkles on it. And I think we can make this one into a perfect specimen. The back wing was a bit muddy, you couldn't see, but it did have a wrinkle down there. So I'll give that a bit of a belting. And yes, it'll be beautiful. You can't say they don't go out reliable and beautiful. I do like a bit of body work. On cars, I mean. Is it time? Is it time? Come on, let's go out in the dark and have a play. See if we can find someone to play with.
Пішло. Так ось воно. Так воно говорить. Ця хрень, де воно обрізано. Обрізати її.
Ось сюди вставляється.
Ось. Тримай її.
Зараз ставиться. Согласно. Зараз я знайду його місце.
Це вже говорити не вийде, не?
Вийде.
Привариться. Привариться.
Держи ногою.
Проблемка буде оцю хрень.
Це,
Витащити
а
і
потім-
знайти його. Ну, шкальоне повинно бути. Ось так. Все,
Це його.
все, фіксуй.